the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The tackle. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 62 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Texans take over first.
Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watch the pass. 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Open man is born. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run with Mack. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield. Whoosh.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He can run for it, and he will. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rub their nose in it. Thomas barreling ahead. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Kaepernick now on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kaepernick to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
The brother blitzed that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah, at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to have time, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
50-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He dumps this off to Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Kaepernick now on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Michael Pittman out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup brings up
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is down to 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And in shoes.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Kaepernick dumps this one off to Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. He'll get this one to Pittman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On first down, Watson flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? And he said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Kaepernick to throw. Open man is born. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Right off the bat, it's a first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. To throw is Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
3 yards.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Today's
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank...